We're doing a Nickelodeon tier list. It's my birthday today. Oh man, today's gonna be crazy. I'm glad that I have an audience here. I'm glad that I have people here. Definitely looking forward to that. Welcome. Oh, this is exciting. I have people. People show up to my stream, man. This is awesome. I'm smiling so hard. I'm happy. I'm so happy, bro. I might be a little drunk. I don't know if I am 100% drunk. Like, I had some Jello shots. The Jello shots, they were like, it was like a small amount of tequila in them, and I had like a sparkling watermelon drink of some kind. It tasted more like juice than it did like alcohol, but it was there. I could tell it was there. Let's do what we came here for. Let's actually do this. Let's actually get into this stream. Let's get to the whole point of why you guys are here, which is the Nickelodeon tier list. So, couple ground rules. Each tier has its own title, right? You know, at the very top we've got 100% certified on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how you know, if movies can be told whether or not they're rotten or not, so can these shows. We got really good, almost close to great. It's just really good show. I wouldn't consider it to be my favorite, but it's something that, if you like it, that's great. That's awesome. Go ahead. All the power to you. But it's just not my cup of tea. Which gets to this next part, which is not my cup of tea. This goes to shows that aren't anybody's cup of tea, or aren't really something that they really enjoy watching, but I can't really call them bad, because there is some amount of people that say, oh, the show's pretty good, the show's alright, and the worst of the worst, they're getting slimed. So you know how Nickelodeon, you always get slimed? That's the whole point. You get slimed. If you're a bad show, you're getting slimed. And then there's just never seen it. It's just a show that I've never seen. There's a lot of shows that I've never seen on this list. Good lord. Like, I don't know like half of these. How many of you are gonna know about this stuff? I'm gonna be drinking some water to fend off the alcohol that it's in my system. Without further ado, I want to begin this stream, and let's actually get to the point of the entire video. Starting off with Drake and Josh. I know some of you may know Drake and Josh. You got Drake Bell and Josh, what's his name? Josh Peck. I didn't Google that or anything. I had to use my brain power for that. Classic show. Really one of my favorites. Came in the early 2000s. Came when I was growing up. I wonder what Drake is up to nowadays. I wonder. How's that Drake fellow doing? I can't deny that the show is one of my favorites. One of the best shows that have ever premiered on the network.
Package for Josh Nichols.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Don't tell me what to do.
Zoe 101. I do remember watching this show. It's a classic teen sitcom. Not as funny, but like there is a sizable group of audience members who like it, who really enjoy it. It's really good. It's close to being great. There are a lot of elements that you could like about it. I can't call it bad at all. I like it. In fact, there are some episodes I do like. There's some pretty good episodes. I like it. It's fine. Zoe 101, good. It's not classic for me. I think it's kind of stuck in that 2000s mindset where it's kind of dated. Drake and Josh, I think, is still funny to this very day. I think you can show a clip to anyone and it's still one of the funniest shows ever. I don't know if I could say the same about Zoe 101 though. Zoe 101 is a little bit dated in my opinion. iCarly. I like iCarly a lot. It's a very weird show, but that's part of its charm. It's a lot more quotable than Zoe 101. I think it's a better version of Zoe 101, if anything. Maybe the later seasons haven't aged well, lasted a little bit too long. Like, I think it's like in 6 seasons or something. I think, personally, it's going into 100% certified on Rotten Tomatoes. Rugrats, the first animated show that's on the list. I do remember watching Rugrats, though I want to say that it's a bit before my time. It's more of a 90s kid show than it is a 2000s kid show. I do remember watching some episodes. A lot of it's pretty weird, but that's what you come to expect. Personally, it's not my cup of tea though. It's not my cup of tea, and I wouldn't say that's really anyone's favorite show. I think it's not my cup of tea. I think it's a little dated, but it's not bad by any means. I don't think it's bad at all. It's just not my cup of tea. Now, SpongeBob, I've never seen an episode of SpongeBob. I've never seen an episode of SpongeBob, guys. Let me just say that. I have just never seen an episode of SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. SpongeBob's just not... I've never seen it. I've never seen it, man. Like, what do you want me to say? No, it's not interesting, man. It's not interesting at all. Like, what is it, a sponge underwater in a pineapple with a best friend who's a starfish? Are you kidding me? His boss is a crab. He's serving burgers under the sea, and he gets sold for 62 cents. That episode of SpongeBob where he gets sold for 62 cents is one of the most funniest moments in the show. You already know where it's going, guys. I'm bluffing. Of course I'm bluffing. It's 100% certified to it. It's not even a discussion. You can tell me any quote from SpongeBob. I'm able to get it just like that. That's how good SpongeBob is. I remember the Pretty Patties episode. Of course I do. I remember that episode. I remember the episode where they're selling chocolate, where SpongeBob gets his like fake muscles. I remember when they introduced Sandy in the show. When he passed his boating license, when he really didn't. I remember what else? The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. I remember all that, man. Cat Dog. I remember a little bit of Cat Dog. Not really my cup of tea. It's funny from time to time. I do enjoy it a little bit. Not really my cup of tea. I'm gonna put it in there. Yeah. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold's going to 100%. Hey Arnold is one of my favorite cartoon shows and also one of my favorite shows of all time. To be quite honest with you, like there's a lot of good lessons that can be taught with this show. A lot of shit and it feels like you're watching a bunch of kids, grow up in this kind of environment. They learn a couple lessons. Arnold's the coolest dude. You got couple episodes where Arnold's just trying to help people out and trying to see the best in people. Yeah, but Hey Arnold is just a solid show all around. I really love this show. One of the best Nickelodeon has ever produced. It doesn't really feel like a Nickelodeon show, to be honest, because usually there might have been weird stuff, but it's kind of, I don't really remember it a whole lot. Hey Arnold's just really good, man. I really enjoyed it. Really solid, really good show. Can't complain about it. Go tell your kids to watch the show. Are You Afraid of the Dark? This was basically Goosebumps, but on Nickelodeon. I do remember watching Goosebumps. I don't like, this is kind of a 90s show more than anything. This is just like Rugrats. It's a 90s show. Not really my cup of tea, to be quite honest. There are some moments where it's generally fucking terrifying to me. Like, as a kid, when you're watching that scars you for life. That changes you as a person. As an adult, it's like, yeah, I can probably stand that, but like as a kid, those memories are stained in your head forever. For my SpongeBob people, you know the episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob's afraid to go outside and stays indoors, and there's like two Patricks, and one of them turns out to be a gorilla? That's that moment of SpongeBob in every single episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's that times 10. Clarissa Explains It All. I've never seen this show. Kenan and Kel. I do know. I have watched a few episodes of Kenan and Kel. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's a bit dated. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very 90s, extremely 90s. The Amanda Show, never seen it. Angry Beavers, I've never seen the show. Man, I'm kind of regretting doing this list because I've never seen these shows. Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, this is actually a show maybe some of you have already watched. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was never a fan of Fairly Odd Parents. Like, the later seasons are actually garbage. Like, I can't stand watching it. Early episodes, I will say they're good. They're quotable. They're memeable. It's not as memeable as SpongeBob, though. It's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be straight up, guys. That episode where where Timmy is channel surfing, that's the shit. That was peak Fairly Odd Parents. Everything after that is mid to like, what the hell is even the point anymore? Romeo, the hell is this? Never seen it. I've never seen it. The Brothers Garcia, I've never seen it. Mr. Meaty. Okay. Let me tell you about Mr. Meaty. Mr. Meaty is one of those shows that it's really kind of hard to watch because it's fucking disgusting. I'm putting it in getting slimed. That's the first getting slimed right now. It's really like it relies on stoner humor. Like if you're stoned, you're definitely gonna love this show. If not, you're in for a horrible time. This show, man. Cat Scratch. Yeah, Cat Scratch. I remember watching Cat Scratch, but I can't for the life of me tell you what episode I remember. Like I think that's a show I need to revisit. Does that count as something I can rate? I don't know if I can honestly rate it because I'm gonna put it in never seen it. Breadwinners is getting slimed. It's like stupid. It's a really stupid show. That's all I'm gonna say. There's ducks as the main characters, but they look more like frogs than they do ducks. It's basically a typical, we're telling fart jokes and we still think it's funny in 2014. Rabbids Invasion. Oh man, if you love Raymond Rabbids, then you're getting slimed. Yeah, Rabbids Invasion is L. You know, it's a L show. It's just a bunch of rabbits going into silly nonsense, and I don't like the rabbits. They're so annoying, bro. It's like the Minions if they were rabbits, basically. They have their own fictional language. It's the same thing, man. The rabbits were exactly the Minions before the Minions even existed. Because I know they had their own game series before then. Planet Sheen. Yeah, one of the worst spin-offs of a show ever. Sheen, of all people, his own series. And this is the weirdest thing about it. Like, it can't, like, I think the original run of Jamie Neutron ended around, like, was it 2006, 2007? And this show came out in, like, 2014, 13? Like, it's weird, like, how they made a spin-off show all these years later. And it just kind of, it sucks, man. It sucks. As Told by Ginger. This is made by the same people that made Rugrats. And also Rocket Power. I think Rocket Power is on this list. And All Real Monsters as well. And Wild Thornberrys. Basically the same production company. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I know it's about a girl growing up. Not my cup of tea. Even if I watch it, I don't really think I could get a whole lot from it. I'm not really a big fan of the whole art style. Of the Rugrats art style. That's when I kind of want to put it there. It's not something I really enjoy. Oh man, yeah. Oh, speaking of Real Monsters. Never watched this show. This was kind of beyond my time. I kind of do want to watch it though. That's a show with the cat scratch that I want to revisit. Monsters are weird looking, but I think like because like the humans look really different. The humans kind of look weird looking. It kind of fits with the Real Monsters aesthetic a bit more than it does with Rugrats or As Told by Ginger. I think it's more interesting, more easy, like nice to look at. My Life as a Teenage Robot was that show. Bro, let me tell you right now, it's really good. It's almost close to being great. The only thing that's holding it back was the fact that it was canceled. This was a show, because of SpongeBob's success, again, it was canceled and wasn't given a chance by people to see it because SpongeBob basically dominated the 2000s and heading into the 2010s, and this show was one of them, as well as Cat Scratch, that suffered from the immense success from SpongeBob. But I love this show, man. I really do. I want to see more. The creator, Rob Renzetti, he wants to do more too, from what I've been able to gather. He's done so much work in the animation industry. To have a show of his shafted is just like, it's disrespectful. And like, it really shows you the priorities that Nickelodeon has. So yeah, it's a little sad. I really liked My Life as a Teenage Robot. Really good show. I love the art style as well. It kind of reminds me of that old like art style from like the 50s, 60s era. It's translated well into a modern day aesthetic where it's kind of futuristic and all that stuff. It's really cool. Henry Danger getting slimed on. You're getting slimed on. Pour it in the slime. Henry Danger, it tries so hard to be Drake and Josh and iCarly in a superhero show, but it's not good and it's not funny. And one of the most disgusting scenes is a scene where the sister tries to pop a zit and you see all this the goo and the pus come out of that zit onto someone else, and it's absolutely disgusting. You're getting for sure slimed on. I hate Henry Danger. Thundermans, it's not bad. I will say that it's typical sitcom teen nonsense. It's better than Henry Danger. Big Time Rush. This show, I'm gonna say, I can't believe I'm saying this. This show, oh man, this show is one of the best. I'm okay. It's not 100% certified on Rotten Tomatoes, but I like it a lot. Targeted towards me. It's not made for my demographic. It's like a typical boy band, but it's funny. It's actually kind of funny. There's actual, like, really good comedic bits that they do throughout the show. They're actually characters that are kind of classic, and they stick with you after a while. I kind of like it. I think the reason why I didn't put it on 100% is because I didn't really tune in for a whole lot of it. But from what I've seen, I loved it. Like, I think it's one of the funniest shows. True Jackson VP. A whole lot of people watched it. It's weird, because I don't really consider this to be like a Nickelodeon show. It feels more like something you tune into Nick at Night when watching. Like, I could see this being played with, like, George Lopez and, like, Friends and, like, oh, there you go, True Jackson. I remember watching it, though. It's not my cup of tea. Fred the Show. Actually, if you want my opinions on Fred the Show, I'll show you. Yeah, that's what I think of the Fred Show. That's what I think. All Grown Up, not my cup of tea. I don't know. It might be getting slimed. This show is trying to be a spin-off or a continuation of Rugrats. We kind of don't need this show. Like, this show's kind of not needed at all. Like, it's unnecessary. All Grown Up is mid. It's the definition of mid, in my opinion. All Grown Up, like, we don't need a continuation of Rugrats. We don't need to see these kids grown up. Like, you kind of ruined the appeal of the original. Because Rugrats, they were getting into shenanigans, but you were like, oh, it's cute. I could see kids getting into that kind of stuff. Like, with All Grown Up, it's gone. It's gone. They're grown up. They're like kids now. I think they're in middle school. There's nothing appealing about it anymore. So there's no point of watching it. The Wild Thornberries. I don't think I've watched a single episode of The Wild Thornberries. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. This show is going on 100%. Way better than Fairly Odd Parents. This show is a quotable show. One of the fun, like, you get classic characters. Jimmy, Carl, Sheen when he was actually funny. Jimmy's dad is one of the funniest characters.
I don't mind. Once when I was 7 years old, I sat on a banana. And of course, that changed my life.
I just remember loving it a whole lot. It's kind of a meme. It's kind of a meme now. Like, SpongeBob's a meme. I still love it. Drake and Josh is a meme. I still love it. iCarly's a meme. I still love it. Hey Arnold, less so of a meme, but I still love it. Rocket Power, not my cup of tea. A lot of these shows are kind of dated. They're from, like, the 90s, so it's not really something that I can relate to a whole lot. This show, Rocket Power, is made for people in the 2000s, and that's all it is for. Other than that, that's it. That's it. Rocket Power is nothing more than just a glorified from the 2000s, and it's really dated, not good at all. Really, when I'm gonna be honest, it's not funny. A lot of the characters are kind of boring, kind of predictable. What can I say? I don't like Klasky Chupo animation. Sam and Cat. I have to do Victorious first because I think it's more appropriate because the show came before Sam and Cat, which is appropriate because I did iCarly before Victorious and Sam and Cat. So this is good. We're on target. We're doing good. Victorious, not as good as iCarly, but it's still really good. Almost close to being great. I think I would argue it's a whole lot weirder than iCarly. Like, if you look back on Victorious, there's a lot of weird shit. Like, I just recently watched the Quinn Reviews 8-hour long retrospective on the entire Victorious show. Victorious is nuts. Like, there's stuff that I tuned out of when I watched Nickelodeon, and it's a lot of stuff that I just don't remember. But, like, the stuff that I remember, I really enjoyed. It's weird as hell, but I loved it. Sam and Cat's not my cup of tea. I don't really like it when it revolves. Like, they could have done so many better things with this concept of like one character from another show and meets another character from another show, and they get together and they start a babysitting service. What? Two characters from shows that I really, really liked growing up. This is the best you can come up with. Really. And sure, I get some cameos of some characters from these shows. That's fine. That's dandy, whatever. That's not what I want to watch. I don't want to watch 20 episodes of them taking care of kids and whatnot. No, I'm not looking forward to that. That's not what I wanted in my Salmon Cat. Invader Zim. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm saying. One of the most influential shows, in my opinion, that Nickelodeon has ever put out. The animation was like stellar. Like when you look back, that came out like 2001, I believe. That animation for that time was amazing. Very dark. It gets really dark in some episodes, but yeah, this is a show that I really do enjoy. Chuck Zone. Chuck Zone. I've never seen it. Never seen Chalk Zone. The Loud House, and The Loud House, and The Loud House. One of the more newer shows that Nickelodeon has put out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a show that I could see running on for quite a while. Yeah, The Loud House, solid show. You know, a lot of people. You know, if you're a kid watching this, you know, it's good. It's good. It's a solid show. I'm not gonna complain about that. You know, if I tune in, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just you know, I'll watch an episode. Loud House is pretty alright. Mighty B. The Mighty B. Oh man, I watched it, but like, it's not something I really like. I don't hate it. I can't say I like it either. Like, it's weird. It's that weird middle ground. Same goes for Back at the Barnyard. Back at the Barnyard's a very weird show. I think it's made by the same people that did Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, it's very weird. Very memey. Very memey. I will say that. A lot more memey than a lot of these shows. Haunted Hathaways. I remember watching this. Not my cup of tea. I kind of enjoyed it for what it was, though. There were some funny moments, banter between the ghosts and the real family that was living there. I didn't tune in for a whole lot. It was all right. To Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah, this is going 100%. You already heard about it, you guys. Avatar is one of the best shows that I've ever premiered. Every time I watch it, it gets better every time. Legend of Korra. I kind of liked Legend of Korra. It's really good. Corey. Whoa. It's really good. It's close to being great. It's close to being Avatar. It's just that last season, man. Really, it's really infuriating. El Tigre. No, my homies know about El Tigre. Only the real ones know about El Tigre. It's a really good Hispanic show, and I'm Hispanic, so you know. There you go. Thumbs up for me. Thumbs up for the ethnicity points. There you go. Dougie boy. I've never watched an episode of Doug. I don't really have a whole lot of opinion. It feels like a typical show, a typical like cartoon show where it kind of centers around one guy, regular life. It's a slice of life show. Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko's Modern Life is really good. Canceled a little bit too soon. Should have given it the time of day. How come Fairly Odd Parents isn't not on my cup of tea and Cat Dog? Dude, I'll say it right now. I don't like Fairly Odd Parents at all. Like, the later seasons, there's just so much bad shit that outweighs the good stuff. It's not the same show from when it started. Like, when it started, it was a simple show. If Timmy was feeling bad, he wished something and, you know, a lesson was learned. It wasn't the same show, man. It really wasn't. And I don't remember a whole lot of Cat Dog. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I don't remember a whole lot of Cat Dog. If you want me to be like really honest, it's going into I never seen it. I don't remember a whole lot of it. I remember that. Okay, I remember that one scene where Cat went inside out. That was disturbing as hell. That was weird. Robot and Monster. He's definitely a newer Nickelodeon show. I do remember watching a little bit. This is a show, again, got canceled because SpongeBob is getting too popular. Getting a little too popular now, SpongeBob. You're not even giving shows a chance to breathe. Yeah, Robot and Monster, it didn't get a chance to breathe, so it's not really my cup of tea from what I saw. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. Sanjay and Craig. You're getting slimed. You're getting slimed, Andre and Craig. Sanjay and Craig. What do you want me to say? Like, this is like breadwinners. Like, it's if you like fart jokes and you like poop, you like pee, you like all this other stuff, you like all this disgusting stuff, this show's right up your alley. Not for me, though. Not for me. I hate it. I hate Sanjay and Craig. I don't like it at all. Game Shakers. I've never seen it. This is a show that is made by the same people that did Drake and Josh, iCarly. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Again, we're going into getting slimed. This show is a lot more memey, but not for the right reasons. Like, if you look past the memes, of how stupid they are, this show is bad. Like, it's not, like, this is a show, like I said this in the Cartoon Network review, the Cartoon Network tier list. This is a show that if you watched it, like, when you had school off, you were basically wasting your time. Monsters vs. Aliens. Man. Talk about a downgrade in visuals. I didn't even like Monsters vs. Aliens, the movie. Like, this show is just bad. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I liked it a lot. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide is definitely something I enjoy more now than I did as a kid, because I don't know, like it wasn't something I wasn't huge on, but now I enjoy it a lot more, a little bit now. A lot of minor problems, but you know, it's a good show all around. Ren and Stimpy. I don't know where to put Ren and Stimpy, honestly, because yeah, I enjoyed it. Ren and Stimpy's good. I'm not a big fan of it, but I also appreciate the art behind it. Oh, you know what? It's good. It's good. It's a good show. Really good, almost close to great. If the creator wasn't a dick, then I probably would have put this higher. But like, the creator's a real piece of work. Ned's is goated. Do you want me to put Ned in 100%? Because I can do that. I have the power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What did I like? I remember liking that show a lot. That one, I actually really liked that one a whole lot. Definitely, I think it actually ended pretty okay. It ended pretty good. Tough Puppy, man. Yeah, we're putting you in. We're putting you in not my cup of tea. Because honestly, man, I'll do it. Why not? 100%. Ned's Declassified's going 100%. We're putting in 100% because Jaheim said it. A Tough Puppy. I don't remember a whole lot of Tough Puppy. You know, you're not missing out. It's a talking dog. He's a spy. There's a cat. There's a spy. There's a flea. There's a spy. Super Ninjas. I actually remember watching this show. And it's getting slimed. It's getting slimed, guys. Very forgettable. I think it only lasted one season. Very weird and kind of just unnecessary, to be honest. Now, I already know what this show is. I know what this show is. You guys already know. Not my cup of tea. It's not there. It's not there. It's going 100%. The best thing Butch Hartman has ever put out. Baby, Danny Phantom. He's gonna catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. There you go. There you go, man. I did it. I did it. Go. The best thing Butch Hartman has ever put out. Everything else, mid. Fairly Odd Parents, I'm not a big fan of. And Tough Puppy. And whatever that other show is that he made. Bunsen is a Beast or something. Get that out of the way. Danny Phantom's the go. The hell is this? Starfall? Starfall. Isn't that one website where they showed on kindergarten? The X's, I don't remember watching that. I don't even know what that is, man. Pete and Pete? What the hell are these shows? Pete and Pete. Some 70s looking guy. The hell is this? What is this? Is this Alone? What is this? Alone? What is this? Pinwheel? I know about Pinwheel. Pinwheel was like the first show that ever premiered on I almost said Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon. Yeah, that was the first show that ever premiered there. Never watched it though. Caitlin's Way? What are these shows? Welcome Freshmen? What are these shows? Pop Clips? Never watched it. Naked Brothers Band? I've never watched it. Space Cases? I never watched it. What are these shows? Alex Mack? I never watched this. ATV. What is this? Lip sync battle? Is that's not on Nickelodeon? That's on Jimmy Fallon. Just Jordan. Who's Jordan? I don't know about this. I've never watched any of these shows. Dude Perfect has a show on Nickelodeon. What the hell is this? Dude Perfect has a show on Nickelodeon. I've never known that. That was like something I probably overlooked. That's crazy. Crashleets. That doesn't. I don't know what that is. Skate. No. Marvin Mystery. I know about Marvin Mystery. This was made by, I think this was made by the guys that made Totally Spies. I've never watched it though. I watched more Totally Spies than I did Marvin Mystery. Pelswick. I never watched it, but I kind of do because it's made by a guy who was disabled, and this is his show. So I kind of want to watch just for that reason. Aaliyah in the Kitchen. Never watched it. The Adventures of Black Beauty. That can't. On television. I don't know what this is either. I don't. What are these shows, man? The 100 Deeds of Eddie McDowd. I know about that. 100 Deeds of Eddie McDowd is the guy gets turned into a dog, and he has to do 100 good deeds, in order to turn him back. But the show got canceled, so he's still a dog. Hey, dude. The hell is, hey, they're just making shit up at this point. Legends of the Hidden Temple I know about. Okay, I actually watched a couple episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple. It's really good. It's really good. Nick Arcade I'll put up there as well, because seeing video games at all on screen at the time, if you're a kid in the 90s and early 2000s, that's dope. Fabulous. Okay, they're just making shit up. This was made up. All these shows I've never seen, and I'm pretty sure none of you guys have ever seen too. Livewire, Salute Your Shorts. The Naked Brothers Band, they're not naked, right? Aaron Yeager's Mega Life. Yeah, never seen that. Massive Monster. Okay, what the hell are these shows? H2O? Isn't that mermaid show? Marvin? Oh, I remember Marvin. That was the show that had Fred in it. That had, again, Fred. Marvin. You're getting slimed because you have Fred in it. Action League Now. I don't know if I've watched Action League Now. I think that was I don't think that was out of my time. Oh, Danger Mouse. I've watched bits and pieces. Danger Mouse is alright. Danger Mouse is not my cup of tea, though. It's more British. A little too British. Wienerville. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Why they're just making shit up at this point. No one knows best. I don't know about this. Rugrats preschool days. I know about this. I hate this. I hate how it looks. I hate how the preschoolers look. I hate how Angelica looks. It's all awful. I hate it. Double Dare. Double Dare is another classic show. Close to great. School of Rock. This is not the movie. I don't like what I see. I'm probably never gonna see it though. I guess Fabulous again. Vegetable Soup. What the fuck are these shows, man? And that's my tier list. There you go. It's right there for everyone to see. Very looking forward to see your guys' opinions on this. I know a lot of you probably don't even know these shows existed. You guys are just like me. I've just never seen these shows in my life. I might check them out though. Some of them look interesting. Yeah, the rest of these though, I've seen. These are ass. These are not trash, not bad, not good either. It's just not something I'm really interested in. This is close to being great. And this is just must-see television. Mwah! Mwah!